Hello YouTubers, my name is Egi and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is an HG 120 scale Kobu-Kai Sakura Shinguji type from Bandai that I have built. And on today's video, I'm going to show you how I built this. Building this kit was fun and easy. Being a Bandai kit, the parts were easy to cut out and they were easy to clean. The instructions were well laid out and were very easy to follow. As usual, I cut out each part with a nipper and each parts were filed and sanded down for a clean look. Following the instructions, I assembled each part carefully, creating this beautiful kit within a few hours. This is how the kit looks like built straight out of the box without any stickers. This kit does look good, however, the weird pale pink really does not suit this kit. That being said, it has a lot of surface details and fun gimmicks here and there that makes it worthwhile to build this kit. As usual, I decided to paint this kit. To start painting, I disassembled each part and cleaned them with a warm soapy water before anything. The first part to paint was the pilot figure. It was made out of plastic with separate part for her hair, so it was very easy to paint. The pilot figure as a whole was light in color, so once the primer dried, I gave it a white base paint. After that, I painted the whole kit using Vallejo acrylic paint with a brush. Once the paint has dried, I used pastel shading technique to give her some shading. This gave her some more depths and more realistic looks. In my opinion, the eyes are the hardest part to paint in a small figurine. However, thankfully, this kit included a set of water slide decals for her eyes, which made her life a lot easier. Once everything was done, I applied some matte varnish to seal everything. Once the pilot figure was done, I painted the interior. The parts were initially painted using black primer, and gray acrylic paint was applied as a highlight. Once the paint dried, I gave it some chipping effect using steel acrylic paint and gave it a wash with a black paint. I also applied included stickers for its screens. Now that I look at it, I regret this decision because it made the interior more toy-like. Once everything was painted, the interior parts were sealed using matte varnish. Next parts are the exterior parts. Each parts were separated by their color before painting. Gray color was primed using black primer, and gray paint was applied as a highlight. The red parts were also primed with black before painting with red Valhalla acrylic paint. The use of a black primer gave a more darker look on the red. Copper color parts were primed using black primer, and Valhalla metal color copper was applied over it. This gave the copper color a more darker look, which fits the look very well. The pink parts were primed with gray before spraying with a dark pink. I then sprayed light pink over it as a highlight, creating this nice subtle shading. Once finished, all parts were sealed using gloss varnish. Next is weathering. Before starting, some of the parts were assembled to make this easier. I started out with a chipping effect, which was applied by using a sponge. I applied some dark gray on a sponge and gently dabbed it on each part, giving a random chipping effect. I also did this using a steel acrylic paint. Once the chipping effect was done, I used oil paint for dot filtering. I applied different colors of oil paint all over the kit and used a wide brush and applied mineral spirits in a downward motion. This applies different colors of filtering effect all over the place and paint pools in the lower area as well. This gives it a more realistic and well-used look. Using the same oil paint, I created some streaks and stains all over the kit. Once I was satisfied with how the oil paint came out, I sealed it using a matte varnish. Once the varnish has dried, I went over it with a Tamiya weathering master before being sealed again with a matte varnish. And this is the finished kit. With the pale pink on, this kit looks a lot better. I enjoyed building and painting this kit. It has some issues such as a panel gap and articulation, but with a bit of an effort, it came out looking great. If you pick up this kit already, I recommend painting it. Thank you for watching this video. I'll put a link down below to my blog where you can find more pictures. Please hit the like button if you like this, and subscribe because in the next video, I'll be building this.